Կիրակի հունվար 19-ին Թորոնթոյի Հայ Դատի հանձնախումբը կազմակերպած էր Ծնունդի հաւաք Հայ Կեդրոնի մեջ, ուր հրաւիրված էին քաղաքական, պաշտօնատարներ եւ միութիւններու ու կազմակերպութիւններու ներկայացուցիչներ։ Ցեզի կներկայացնենք մասեր սույն հաւաքեն։
This evening, we welcome you to the Armenian Community Center of Toronto, a home away from home for generations of Ontarians. This center is more than just a building. It's a living testament to the resilience, the determination, and the contributions of Armenians in Canada. It is here that our language, our traditions, and our values are passed down, while we also embrace and celebrate the diversity and multiculturalism that makes Ontario so vibrant. We take immense pride in the contributions Armenians have made to Canada, from thriving businesses to leadership in education, the arts, and public service. Our community has enriched the country in countless ways. Yet, we also recognize that partnerships, especially with government, are key to building stronger community institutions. As Canadians, we all share a deep concern for the challenges that impact us today. The cost of living, the state of the economy, access to quality health care, and ensuring the best possible education for future generations. These are issues that bind us together as a society, shaping a brighter future that we want to create for our children and generations to come. At the same time, during times of crisis, we are called to look beyond our own borders to support those facing unimaginable hardships. Today, these hardships are being faced by Armenian communities abroad. Many in this room today carry a sense of worry for loved ones in Lebanon, in Syria, and in Armenia. The ripple effects due to economic instability, conflict, and displacement are keenly felt in these regions, and the Armenian communities in those areas are in urgent need of our support. Since October 2023, over 100,000 indigenous Armenian Artsakh people have been displaced as a result of Azerbaijan's aggression. These families, who were forced to abandon homes, heritage in Artsakh, are facing enormous challenges as they rebuild their lives in Armenia. Back in Azerbaijan, nearly 100 Armenian prisoners of war have remained detained under brutal conditions. And Azerbaijan's disregard for human rights must be met with firm international action. Together, we can build a Canada that not only addresses the needs of its people, but also contributes to a beacon of hope, justice, and compassion on the global stage. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for your friendship, and thank you for your commitment for a brighter future. Wishing you all a wonderful 2025.
Canada stands with the Armenian people and with Armenia, and we are very, very pleased to see progress that is being made. But that progress can never be made at the expense of an independent, free, and prosperous Armenia. Standing with Armenia and Armenian borders and with Armenian people and their aspirations is something that I am very proud to work with Melanie Joly, our minister, on, who will continue to speak up and stand for the rights and aspirations of Armenia. Refugees, political prisoners, the ongoing crisis, that is the economic crisis and the political crisis which creeps in daily in Armenia, is something that Canada needs to both stand with the people but also help protect.
The Premier is someone who has a great admiration to the Armenian community, the history of the Armenian community. When I tabled the Armenian Heritage Month Bill, he was a great supporter of that bill, and he made sure that this bill will pass as quickly as possible. Similarly, when my colleague Tom Rokovic presented the Christian Orthodox Week to make that bill one of the 12 bills that passed in December. So these are some of the indication that our Premier has towards the Armenian community, and he will always stand in support of the Armenian community and its need.
I was proud to speak in Queen's Park when the people of Artsakh became under attack. I joined my colleague and your own community member, Aris Babikian, who we all spoke. All MPPs spoke unanimously and united in support of the Armenian people of that time. And I also want to acknowledge that a year ago, I came to the center and I spoke with your bishop, seeking support for my idea to recognize Orthodox Christians here in Ontario. We are a diverse province, and it is our diversity that is our strength. We recognize many cultures, we recognize many faiths. But together with the support of your community and the blessing of your bishop, we worked together, introduced the bill to first, second, and finally it received third reading and royal assent with support of Aris, with support of Adil, with support of all MPPs who understand the importance of the Orthodox Christians here in Ontario. We're almost 1 million strong across Canada and growing. So to each and every one of you, this April will mark the first Orthodox Christian Week in Ontario, and I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. Congratulations, and may God bless the Armenian people.
As we share this special occasion, let us hope and pray for health, happiness, and prosperity. May the new year bring peace to your homes, joy to your hearts, and success in all your endeavors. Now, I'm going to say something. My Armenian is not as good as my good friend Aris's, but Shnorvor Amenor Yevsur Zenunt.
That's great.
And the theme that you heard throughout tonight from many of our colleagues at both the province and the federal government, and I'd love to see everybody here, regardless of political stripes, out here together to support the Armenian community. But the theme there is resilience. And you are, of course, a long and storied, resilient community, but also as Torontonians. Building businesses, raising kids, growing things here in our city, and it's those contributions that make Toronto such an appealing place for folks all around the world to come and build it here.
I want to obviously echo Brad's sentiment that those of us who live and work on the ground at Toronto City Council know our communities deeply and well. And when I was invited to come back to the Armenian Community Center, it always feels like I'm being invited back to a family gathering. You always make me feel like family, and I am just so deeply grateful for the friendship that we formed over many, many years. Since I was at the TDSB, we introduced the Armenian Genocide curriculum so that our kids could learn the truth and share that truth to their kids one day.
We recognize the great contributions of the Armenian community, not only in the GTA area, but also in Markham as well. And that is exactly why we recognize the community by having the Force of Hope.
Together with me tonight is my dear colleagues driving all the way from Georgina, East Gwillimbury, Carolyn Butterworth. Please give yourself a round. This shows the support in the education context. Over the years, the past 6 years being a trustee of myself, I have been able to learn a lot about the Armenian community. This few months over the past definitely is extremely difficult in the world that we experience in. I just want to share the love from above to everyone here. As a Christian myself, the York Region District School Board is the first in Ontario. Just the past December, out of the 70 school board, we declared last December as Christian Heritage Month, the first in Ontario and first in Canada.
So I was thinking, Now, what is it about the Armenian community that is so important to me and is so important to so many elected officials? I can truly say, having lived in various countries, the Armenian community is the community with the biggest heart. It is the community, no matter where you live, when you know members of the community and when you know the community, you know that's what you're getting from the Armenian community.